So with so much rain lately and so much overcast skies, you'd think with a name like the place that we're going into today, we wouldn't have a very good attitude. But I promise you, with so much great seafood, you're gonna leave here in a sunny disposition because this is Stormin' Crab. Stormin' Crab is located at 8355 Kingston Pike here in Knoxville. You ready to go get some seafood?
I'm ready, let's do it.
All right, ladies first. As we step inside Stormin' Crab in the entryway here with the netting, nautical nets, you've got crab, you've got sharks, all kinds of graffiti. That's the theme all over the restaurant. We'll show you more later. And then, of course, as you step into the dining room, there are tons of tables here, all lined with paper. You're going to need that for the crab boil or the seafood boil. And then, of course, you've got the Stormin' Crab mural. There are booths as well and throughout the restaurant. And then, of course, a full bar, totally set up, and a hand sink. Why do you have a sink in the middle of the restaurant? No wet wipes here, but once you finish this meal, you got to wash those hands. This is the Stormin' Crab seafood bread. This is a family recipe, and they're going to start you out with 4 pieces of this.
Seafood bread. Sounds and looks and smells really good.
You're going to have to...
It's kind of like garlic bread, but kicked up with seafood.
Seafood infused.
See the...
Yes.
It's like a French bread, it looks like. Cut it. Let's see if I can break it in half. Oh my. Before I say anything.
I love it before you say anything.
Looks like there's crab meat. And
yes.
It's got a really rich garlic bread flavor with the cheese, and then you get that sweetness of the crab.
Yes.
That is good.
Okay. So
that's a nice way to start off. Yum.
So to start, these are raw oysters with Tabasco. We've got the saltines. There is a side of lemon, horseradish, and cocktail sauce. So I've got my oyster. We're gonna go with some Tabasco. And then we're gonna go with a little lemon and a little horseradish and cocktail. Beautiful. Now I'm not gonna shoot this like a traditional shooter because I am gonna use my little fork and be all proper here. Because I got a feeling we're not gonna be so proper with some other things later. So, look at that, baby. I come right out of there. It's chilled beautifully. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Bottoms up. Mm. Mm. The thing that hits me the most is how fresh that oyster is. It's ridiculously fresh. And I love the taste. But when you've got that Tabasco and the cocktail with it, that's a great oyster. What you making up there?
I'm making up a raw oyster with horseradish.
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 You're doing your northern there.
Cocktail sauce and just a squeeze of lemon. All right. So this is not something I've done very often.
You gonna use the little fork or you gonna shoot it?
I think I'm gonna try to shoot it.
You're gonna try to shoot it, okay.
Wow. Like you, that is some fresh oyster. That horseradish, fantastic. A little bit of lemon and They're real. Can I twirl an oyster?
You can twirl an oyster shell.
That's my first oyster twirl, y'all. That's actually amazing. So fresh.
And we got some more amazing things coming.
Yeah.
You see what I have on my hands? They bring you like these sheer gloves. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Like a hitman. And I'm going to be a hitman with these oysters. That's right. I'm going to kill a few of these today.
You appear to have left our mark.
That's right. So, when you come in here, you have the ability to have fun. They want you to mark up the walls.
Leave your mark.
Leave your mark. You know, we tell people all the time, don't do this in the national park. Well, you don't have to, because you can come to Storm and Crab and just mark up their walls.
You know, when I was in the ladies' room and the reading in there was pretty interesting.
I'm sure it was.
All I can say.
But Smoky Mountain Faith Food and Fun
Was here.
was in the house. So the oysters kept coming. But these are grilled oysters, and these are grilled Cajun oysters. Look at how beautiful. What you doing here?
I'm putting the perfect complement to any seafood, which is lemon. Ooh, these look really good.
So these are the grilled Cajun oysters.
Get that, sop up that sauce.
They call that liquor.
There's the
That's oyster liquor.
Oh my goodness. It just kind of gradually, you kind of gradually taste the flavors, and the Cajun is a little spicy.
That's a medium, right?
This is medium because we like a little spice. If
Yeah.
you want mild, mild is super mild. Cajun flavors are super awesome here. Oh, y'all. I don't know why we didn't know about Storm and Crab before, but we do now. And there's one coming to Pigeon Forge. We'll tell you more about that later.
So this is some kind of appetizer sampler here, guys. We're going to take you around the table here. We start with catfish. We have crab cake, crab balls, chicken wings, fries. We have boudin balls, hush puppies, gator meat, fried scallops, and in the middle, look at that beautiful fried calamari. Well, so I'm going to try a few things. You're going to try a few things, right?
Right? There's a lot to try.
I mean, crazy. Let's start with boudin balls.
Very Louisiana thing.
Now, of course, you know what we got to do here? We got to break this open. First of all, it is so super hot, but you're going to notice, yeah.
Rice and sausage.
Rice, sausage. I said sausage.
Sausage. He's talking New York.
Well, you got me going now. All right, so we've got two different sauces. We have cocktail sauce, and we have, it's like a spicy mayo or like a shrimp sauce.
And then the remoulade.
Remoulade, yeah. Looks like shrimp sauce. Boudin ball is excellent, but in the remoulade, whoa, that's like another notch right there.
Spicy?
Just a little.
Okay.
Nothing your boy can't handle. Just try fry.
Look like they're seasoned nice, and they've got kind of a crispy crunchy coating.
Fries going in the remoulade.
You know, I'm actually not a big fry eater, but I like fries that are done like that.
Got a great crunch on it anyway. Let's do fried scallop.
That is right up your alley.
I love a fried scallop. Now, I'm just...
Let's see what's inside.
Scallop came out.
Oh, the whole thing.
That's a great texture on the crust outside. That scallop though is so fresh, and it has such a sweet flavor to it. I gotta love that. Like I said, that is excellent. Gator meat.
Oh, you like that? Anytime you can put a gator in its place.
I mean, I'm a ball. Anytime we can take a bite out of the gators, we do it. Gator meat goes in cocktail sauce. That's my thing. That is beautifully fried. You know what that reminds me of? Chicken nuggets. It's like a beautifully fried chicken nugget.
That's much more than chicken nugget.
It's a cornmeal batter on that gator meat. The beautiful texture. It does taste like chicken. Gator meat does taste like chicken, but it is so good. So we still got more to try here.
You gotta try the crab bite thing.
You want me to try the crab ball or the crab cake?
Yeah, the crab ball.
Crab ball.
I want to try the crab ball too, though.
Look at this. It's got a little claw
Isn't that cute?
sticking out of
It's
it.
adorable.
I'm wondering, yeah, it's literally just in there for decoration.
It's like a handle.
Yes. So I guess these would do in a pinch.
But
Yeah. You're welcome. That's just another drop in the bucket here for you, boy. I'm going saucy today. I feel saucy. Oh. Look at the inside of that. That is just sweet crab meat.
wow.
That is fantastic. That is something right there. I'm down for it anytime. Well, what do you got for us, love? What are you going with here?
There is all kinds of stuff going on here. I am gonna start with a hush puppy.
You doing the hush puppy?
Nice golden, very crispy.
Oh, very nice. They look so much like the boudin balls. How is it?
Really good. One of the better hush puppies I've had anywhere. Very crispy and crunchy on the outside. Sweet corn. You can see like the onion in there.
Yeah. Show us there. Oh yeah.
And I like that they're not huge. Sometimes hush puppies can be too big, and I just like that they're a little bit smaller. All right, where am I going next? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Catfish.
Is this the catfish?
Yeah, they're both catfish.
Oh, wow. This doesn't look like catfish.
It doesn't.
This looks like a whitefish. This is not catfish.
Oh, that is whitefish. Look at that. I thought he said both catfish. That's my fault. Well, how's the whitefish then?
First of all, it's juicy. Very moist.
Yeah.
Let me try a little of this remoulade. This is beer battered.
Yes.
Very good.
How's the catfish then?
I don't know, but it's pretty.
That is a beautiful piece of catfish. It looks good.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's delicious. Super crunchy battered fish. You don't usually get that with catfish. You kind of get the cornmeal that's
Right.
It's not super crunchy. I love the super crunchy. The seasoning that they're using on this is so good. It doesn't taste gamey at all. Some people have a thing with catfish.
Right.
That's one of the better catfish I've ever had.
So how about some calamari? You are the calamari queen.
So we've got the legs.
Yep, which that's
and we've
good
got
calamari.
the rings. I'll go legs.
Yeah. I hear the crunch in that.
So with the legs, they're just little. Let me try a ring.
Wow, the crunch on that is crazy. I can hear it over here.
So, it's delicious. I've never had calamari done that way. Usually, again, they have a crunch going on with their batter that I've not seen anywhere else. And the flavor is super, it's just nice. It's a nice, nice flavor. All right, crab cake.
Crab cake. That's a remoulade thing usually.
Yeah.
But I'm curious. Break this open. Let's see what we got here.
The peppers.
Yeah.
That does not look like it's a lot of filler.
They didn't skimp on that. Remoulade dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Oh, it's so good. Like legit. It's a delicious like crab stuffing, of course, that they made.
Yes.
Into the crab cake. What else have I got? They've got wings.
Chicken wing.
Ain't no thing. And I am a drums girl.
I'm a flats guy.
And these are super crunchy.
Yes.
Like I think
super
they
crispy
might
outside.
Double fried these.
Crunch on that's crazy. Great texture inside. I can see that. In other words, the appetizer sampler is a huge winner.
Did we try everything?
We did, I think. Yeah.
Let me try a bite of this crab ball.
Very sweet.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Doctor. Yes, we're about to perform surgery. I want you to look at the size of these pans. It's like we're panning for gold, gold with seafood. There's a whole lobster there. King crab. Look at the size of that leg. There are crawfish in here. There are black mussels, green New Zealand mussels, lobster tails, sausage, shrimp, corn, and taters. And there's also broccoli, just in case you wanted to eat healthy. Yeah. So I don't know where to start. I don't even know where you want to start.
This is going to be an adventure for all of us, y'all.
Yes.
I've got all my surgical tools here.
Like a surgeon wields their scalpel, we're going to wield the scissors.
And the crackers.
And the crackers.
The meat pullers. And... All right, so I'm going to start with a fork, because that's my favorite tool, y'all know. And
something you can twirl there?
I'm going to try some sausage.
Are you really going for the sausage first?
Good sausage.
Good sausage, okay.
Just good sausage.
Okay, there's corn, there's taters, there's broccoli.
There's everything in here. Shrimp.
Shrimp gumbo, shrimp tater, shrimp etouffee.
Gotta peel the shrimp.
And then what Forrest said, Bubba knew about shrimp. All kinds of shrimp. Shrimp gumbo, Christy eating shrimp from a big pan.
That is the sweetest shrimp.
Is it?
That is the sweetest shrimp. Wow. Like fresh, like if I'm on the Atlantic somewhere.
Like we just got off shrimp boat?
Yes. All right.
You're my Christy. We fit like crab legs and lobster tails. Are you kidding me right now? Look at that. Look at the size of that. Now that's the king crab.
I'd say it's a king crab.
That's the king of all crab.
I don't think I've ever had king crab.
I'm feeling a bit crabby.
All right, tater time.
In the best way
I'm going
possible.
with the easy stuff first.
No, this is done medium as well. our boil here.
This is the Old Bay garlic. And let me tell you, when I tell you that there is garlic, if you don't like garlic and you don't want your loved one to smell you,
you don't get garlic on this.
Don't get garlic, but let me tell you, I love garlic and I don't care if he smells me, so.
I'm going to smell you all the way home. You're going to smell like a seafood dish.
Y'all are going to see a mess here. I'm very sorry.
Now, they do give you bibs.
They do.
We didn't wear the bibs.
I'm not wearing the bib. The sweet is corn. I mean.
The sweet is corn. You're in a seafood coma already.
The corn is sweet. I like the Cajun.
Yes.
That's so good. All right, where am I going to?
I mean.
Where do I go from here? I'm singing. How about a little nut clam? First of all, look at all the garlic in the.
That is crazy.
The little nut clam.
Could you imagine that with some linguine?
Linguine with clam sauce.
Linguine with clam sauce. Now you got me saying sauce. Brooklyn.
That's a good little clam. Hey, it's not making me mad, y'all. I'm not mad about it.
You ain't mad about none of this.
Okay.
I've already got one to-go box. There's going to be about.
So our last video was slightly overwhelming. This one is slightly overwhelming.
Yes.
Okay, whoa, I've got another. Dude.
Oh, that's the snow crab.
And we've got.
Look at the size
of the crawfish.
Are you kidding me right now? That's ridiculous.
Okay. Let me take his legs off. I'm sorry, sir. Thank you for your
service. Dang.
Peel off.
You remember how to do that?
I do.
You rip his head off and then. That sounded so violent when I said, I was like, rip his head off. Take off the first layer. Yeah. You're just gonna do it. Yes, you did it. We learned that. Shout out to Pawpaws, because that's where we learned to do that.
You're a biggin.
You're a big boy.
Oh, and this.
Lobster tail with lemon in it.
This is like wild. All right, so they have already snapped
pre-split.
This open.
Dang, look at the tail.
Tail meat.
Tail meat. Get in there on that.
I don't know if I can do this gracefully, y'all. There's no grace with seafood.
Not in this, no.
This is just
it's like a boil style. There's writing on the walls. We're very casual today.
So I'm gonna dip it in this pot liquor here.
That's so awesome. Look at the size of that.
Gosh.
Oh gosh.
Ooh. First of all, it's lobster tail.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like.
I mean, who doesn't love lobster tail?
You know, it used to be a peasant food.
Yeah.
Peasants were eating good in the neighborhood back in the day, people.
Guys in prison were eating lobster.
All right. Where am I going now?
Well, I think you about covered it for now.
I have not. I haven't got into the king crab.
Oh.
And I didn't try the broccoli.
You try the broccoli. I'm going to try to break into the king crab.
No, I want to break into the king crab.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna go with this.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe.
You're gonna have to have some crackers or something for that. That's a big boy.
It's the Mac Daddy.
That is. Well, that's the Mac Daddy of all crab legs. Oh my goodness.
Got some hip hop playing in here.
Some vibe. You're vibing with your seafood here.
I am definitely vibing with seafood. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
That is where it's at. A little bit of sauce here.
Yes. You know, twirl the crab leg.
Sweet, delicious. Every single thing in here is great. The flavors are like, oh my gosh. All right, your turn to break into that honkin' lobster.
Yeah. First of all, the Hogan Wrestling Shop is going to be opening soon. Hogan's got nothing on me because look at the size of these muscles, brother.
They are huge.
Look at that. This is the green, the New Zealand,
Yes.
and these are the black mussels. First of all, that's just a little nugget that I love so much.
Everything good?
Very good.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now the garlic. Christy's right. Look at the amount of garlic in this green mussel. It's huge, and it comes right out, which is a sign of a fresh mussel. That's like beyond fresh. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna do a little shrimp myself. I got my shrimp. I love my shrimp.
In case you were wondering, he is doing his Forrest Gump. Aren't those sweet? I don't know if I've ever had shrimp that's
Little neck
sweet.
clean.
Those are really good little shrimp, I thought.
Amazing. Look at the size of these big red potatoes. It's amazing. Crawfish. I love this because I can break him apart. Now, normally you can suck the heads here. I ain't about that today.
So you got the Cajun, right?
No, we both have a mix of the Cajun and garlic.
And the Old Bay.
Yes, yeah. So we have a mix of all three. That's the three flavors that they have for their boils, if you want to call it a boil here. That's actually exactly what it is. I'm fumbling on the crawfish a little bit because that's what I'm trying to do. There we go. I got off that little part. I'm going to push up from the bottom. Man. Yeah. On the crawfish. Snow crab. I'm gonna go right for the center leg here. And big part of the leg here. Just gonna break that open. Yeah. And then, baby,
Oh, he's gonna get it.
I got it. That is some sweet snow crab.
You have a little friend there.
Yes, look at him. Look at him. He's got his little claws here. He's got his, I'm gonna break the claw off. I feel bad doing this, but I'm like a surgeon here. Now, here's how you break the tail. You just kind of rip. Now that, see the green part? That is actually, I can't even remember the name of that, but it's actually used in like roux.
Yeah.
To make gumbo,
Right.
shrimp etouffee. I can't remember. I really wish I could remember the name
Bet
of
our
that.
friend Jason.
Jason
would
in
know.
Louisiana would know, but look at the beautiful meat there.
out to Chef Jason.
Lobster. Mm.
That is the paw.
Look at the size, first of all. That just came right
I
off.
think they pre-cracked that.
There is, yeah. There's claw meat in there, but I can't get to that right now.
We might be here all day. We might be here all day.
We might. We might. I'm trying to get in underneath. Oh, here we go. These shears are excellent, believe it or not.
They really are very sharp. I was impressed.
Yeah, I know I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to cut myself open here.
No, we don't need to do surgery on Brooks.
Guys, my goodness.
That is it right there.
Look at that nugget.
It's the knuckle meat.
Knuckle. How about a knuckle sandwich? This, I wouldn't mind getting hit in the face for this.
He's twirling.
I'm gonna twirl the crab leg on that. What I'm amazed by is the spines and the texture of king crab. I've always been enamored with that. It's truly, truly amazing. But guys, seriously, there's like, I'm just looking for a weak spot so that I can get in here with shears. And that really, there's a membrane right there. Yeah. So now, that weak spot, listen to that. Right up the gut here.
That's not a gut.
You know what I'm saying? It's like right up the membrane here. That outer part right there. Pretty easy to get open, actually. Surgery on the king crab and the lobster was not as bad as I thought. That baby.
We need our little fork. It's delicious. It's not, it's delicious. I'm not eating it, but it's delicious.
I'm gonna get down in the bottom of that pan. That's just stupid. Stupid good. It really is. There is nothing on this tray that I don't like. I mean, I could spend all day on this, and I don't have that much time, but if I did, I would be here all day. And I guess the only thing left to try, I'm trying to break that off.
Lobster claw.
There we go. Yeah, that meat. Came right off there.
That's the good stuff right there.
It's the stuff you want for your lobster roll. A little claw meat. Overall, that is my kind of plate. Kind of feels like a caveman plate.
There is no way we're going to eat all this at this moment. However, look, if I can get it, at the size of the king crab leg meat. That's like a 6-ounce steak, y'all. There's some major meat going on there. Well, we did our best. After we ate some and deshelled all of the shellfish, I probably have over a half a pound of meat there, sausage. We got a massive scrap bucket there, and Brooks has a whole pile of stuff as well.
I'm not feeling shellfish with this.
Not at all.
We're gonna split this when we get home, and you're gonna make some.
I might make some seafood
salad
out of it.
Yes. Look at this. This is amazing. Can you believe this is the harvest?
Yes.
That's left after we broke down lobster, a whole lobster tails, king crab claws, lobster claws, shrimp. By the way, they gave you enough shrimp. Seriously.
There was probably 2 dozen shrimp in each.
Yeah, absolutely. There was 2 dozen shrimp in there. Easy. We just kept finding shrimp. Little neck clams, mussels. It's quite amazing. Well, so you have dessert.
I do.
We have our just desserts, which, thank goodness, they're small.
Yes, this is a sweet little cupcake size tiramisu, which, well, I ain't gonna be mad about tiramisu. Our server Hawk, who's been fabulous,
He has been awesome.
recommended the tiramisu.
All of their staff has been
he could
excellent.
eat 10 of these, so.
Yes.
That's wonderful. It's just light. The mascarpone in the middle is light. Of course, it has the espresso flavor. The cake is kind of like a pound cake.
Okay, I was going to ask if it was
It's
like
not
a
the
sponge
traditional
cake.
lady finger
Yeah.
that tiramisu comes with. And then, of course, you've got your whipped cream and chocolate on top. It's a nice little finish to what has been an incredible seafood experience, So, you're wondering what it was that we ordered. Well,
Technically, we didn't order.
we technically did not order. We are very thankful that Carrie, the general manager here, the owner 3, reached out to us and said, we would love to see you guys come to Knoxville and review our location here, because they're opening a location in Pigeon Forge in about 3 months, right on the Parkway where the old
TGI Fridays
used to be. So we agreed to come down, and we literally said we don't know what to order. The menu is very customizable, I guess, is what you would say. So we said that we would try whatever, because we're not generally picky, except I'm not into the New Zealand mussels. That's just me. They weren't bad, they just aren't for me. And they brought us what you saw. And they said that's considered to be like the family meal. So feed 4 to 6, maybe even more people.
Yeah.
And, well, we've got these quite literal doggy bags.
Yes, I'll talk about the bags in a minute, because that's a neat thing.
I was like, that's different. But you'll hear the story behind the doggy bag. I'm twirling the gold fork because it was that good. One of the best seafood experiences we've had. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I liked it better than Chesapeake's, which is a big dog in this area. On the sampler platter, I really love how they do their catfish. And actually, that was not a sampler platter that you order. You can do a pick 3. They just sort of brought us a bunch of everything to try. So that's what we got to do. I really love how they do their catfish. Loved the codfish. The whitefish was a codfish.
Bare battered, yeah.
Hush puppies. And then the crab cake was delicious. Everything was good. There was nothing that was not good at all. And then, the seafood bread. Oh,
yes.
That's awesome. That is really awesome.
That's a family recipe.
They go through a lot of garlic here. And it's delicious. I loved everything. There was just so much fresh garlic on everything. I don't know what else to say, except I'm excited that it is coming to Pigeon Forge.
And we'll be there.
And we will be there for a soft opening. So we're excited about that. Did not know this place existed until we saw one was coming in Pigeon Forge. And we're like, what's that place? And then apparently it has quite a following because they have several locations. So I'm going to stop rambling and let Brooksy try his dessert and take us home.
Just desserts. I'll never have to have my arm twisted for cheesecake. And this, of course, Has the nice chocolate drizzle on it. If they have a chocolate drizzle, they have a strawberry, and Hawkins like, well, I can do both too if you want. I'm like, chocolate's fine. They went above and beyond here for us today, and we truly do feel like VIPs, which we didn't ask for that. We didn't expect it, but they've been awesome to us.
Just truly kind and proud of what they're doing, and they should be.
Ooh. That is New York style cheesecake.
It does look like New York style. I mean,
It is.
I can tell from your spoon how creamy it is. I know it sounds crazy.
It's very good. That is very good. And that's a light way to finish off a big, heavy seafood meal. So, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about those bags.
Let's talk about some bags.
I was like, what is that? Because I had to go to the pate.
As Christy's in the restroom, Hawk comes over and says, would you like for me to bag that up for
like
you?
A giant aorta or a giant heart. No, you're holding it.
Doctor.
We did perform
surgery. We're ready for a surgical transplant here. No, this is brilliant. So whoever come up with this idea, genius.
I'm thinking to myself, is that going to leak?
Okay, so my first thought is, when he said, I'm going to bag this up for you, I'm thinking he's going to put it in a box and then going to put it in a bag. He literally just grabs this bag and just plunks it in the bag and then ties up the bag. It's almost like we're snake wrangling.
We got those two giant bags.
So we have 2 giant bags. So what do we do with these giant bags? Let me tell you. These are engineered so when you want to reheat these at home, you drop that in boiling water
and it steams it.
It re-steams it to keep your crab legs, shrimp, whatever you've got in there, corn, sausage. It just does it all nice. It doesn't make it chewy and rubbery. That is brilliant. So that alone makes it the most cool and unique seafood experience that I've had. So first of all, thank you to Carrie for reaching out. 3 was here, the owner today. He was so nice to us. He was just magnificent to us, and he just kept saying, thank you for what you do. And I said, thank you for what you're doing here, because this is amazing. Seafood bread that's a family recipe. It's amazing. And they did tell us that, yes, in the next 3 or 4 months, we'll have the Pigeon Forge location open. I know that when we posted that on Facebook, we weren't thinking anything about it. We just thought, well, Storm & Crab's coming. That sounds exciting, whatever Storm & Crab is. Well, now we can tell you firsthand, and secondhand, and thirdhand.
And fourth
bags
hand,
of plenty.
With all of
with the box, yes. So, I don't know. I did my Forrest Gump earlier because there was so much shrimp. And I had some tea, and then I got my Christy on the other side of the table. We go together like mussels and shrimp. Or shrimp and crab. So we had shrimp, we had boiled shrimp, we had shrimp gumbo. No, I'm just kidding. We didn't have all that. Bubba would be proud. It was amazing, like I said, and the service here was fantastic. They are just a cut above. Yeah, I don't even know what to say except that it was amazing, and that we're very, very excited for Pigeon Forge to get open, because this is a very customizable menu. That's what I love about it. This is a seafood boil. They've got the paper. They rip the paper off and they throw it on the table, and boom, here comes your big platter. So this is a family experience, and this is a wonderful experience. And if you love seafood, you're going to love Storm & Crab. I know I said at the beginning that Storm & Crab would leave us in a sunny disposition, and it certainly has. So, guys, if you like the video, because we smashed everything here, smash that like button for us. Make sure that you're subscribed to Smoky Mountain Faith Food and Fun. There is a lot coming up. We've, let's just say that there's maybe tigers and lions and dinosaurs. Oh my, there could be a lot coming up. And of course, ringy dingy, hit that notification bell, because you want to know when we've got new content posted. But for now, she's Christy and I'm Brooks. We want to say thank you again to Storm & Crab and everybody here. And we just want to say thank you to you guys because you guys are awesome. And we're just plugging right along here. So for now, God bless you guys. We love you. And we can't wait to show you what's next.
Thank you, everybody. And if you're a regular to the channel, you know what's next, and that is the menu. We always put it at the end so you're not bored at the beginning, and some great photographs. We love you all. We truly appreciate your love and your support.
Storm and Crab, we smell what you're cooking.
For real. We'll see you next time.